when I first made the list. Um, I wanted Patrick Queen on the football team. I still want us to go out there and go make a play for him. The Eagles, they were in play for him. But again, the Dallas Cowboys are looking short and thin at that linebacker position. Bring in a Shaq Leonard, Kenneth Murray, Patrick Queen. Those are guys. Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Ashton Jackson, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about should the Dallas Cowboys bring in Shaq Leonard. So before we hop into the video, I appreciate if you guys would like the video, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share my video with anyone who you think will enjoy my content, man. So, as you guys saw, I put the clip at the beginning of a video that I made a month ago, right around the trade deadline, and I was saying how, the Dallas Cowboys really need to make a move for, a bevy of positions. I was saying wide receiver, offensive line, DN, linebacker, and particularly running back. I forgot some other position. A corner. I was talking about corner because I wanted to grab Jalen Johnson if that was possible. Because our new Deron Bland was great, but I just wanted another corner opposite of Deron Bland that can also make a lot of different plays for us, right? But I said one player in particular who is a free agent now, and I was talking about Shaq Leonard, right? And I said I felt that Shaq Leonard was going to be a free agent, not in this way, get cut. I felt like he was going to be available because they had a lot of young pieces on that linebacker spot that was already balling out. You had EJ Speed, you had Zaire Franklin, so you had a couple different linebackers out there who can ball for you. And Shaq Leonard was, inconsistently, he was hurt. He would be playing good and then he will get hurt again. So just unforeseen things would be happening for a guy like Shaq Leonard, and just things just didn't pan out for him. He got a big contract, I believe in 2020 or 2021. He was the face of the Colts. Don't forget, he was in the same draft as Leighton Vander Esch, so he was a guy that got selected. I believe he was a day 2 pick. And then, you had Vander Esch out selected in that draft at 18, and then you had Rashaan Evans at 22. So you got to remember they're all in the same draft class, they're all around the same age. So Shaq Leonard should be a definite guy that you should bring in. Now, if you're really skeptical about not wanting to bring in a guy like Shaq Leonard, let's be honest. You might not want him with the Dallas Cowboys, right? But would you be mad if that team up there in Philadelphia who played on Monday night, and they've been trash at linebacker all season. They've been trying to get Miles Jack. They brought in Rashaan Evans over this summer. What's the dude's name they got right now? Zach Cunningham, Nicholas Moreau. They just been getting linebackers off the street to come play linebacker for them. Would you be mad right now? Like, come on, because there's two type of Cowboy fans. There's the Cowboy fans that are pessimistic, and then there's optimistic Cowboy fans, right? So if you fall on that pessimistic side where you don't want him on your team, you think he's injury prone, he's over the hill, you will be mad right now if he went to go play with Philly. Because if he was the reason why he made it play December 10th, that's the reason why you can't get the number 1 seed or win this division, you will be mad. You will be mad if he goes over to the Bay Area, he go play in the red and gold. And I know what you're thinking. Why in the hell would he go play with San Francisco? San Francisco thinks just like Philly. Philly thinks just like Kansas City. Kansas City thinks just like Baltimore. They are not afraid to go draft at a position they already feel like they are great at. I bet you to my dollar, right? My bottom dollar in my bank account right now. If Kyle Pitts was released from the Atlanta Falcons right now, you don't think that Kansas City gonna be up here calling up Atlanta and being like, hey, we need that. Especially look at last night with that Monday night game. You'll be like, hell yeah, they will call him and they'll probably flip his position. He'll probably be a wide receiver. Like they'll run just number 2 tight end sets, so they'll duck people up with Kyle Pitts and Travis Kelce, and people go, oh, that's overkill. They didn't need him. Yeah, they do, because they don't mind winning, and that's why it brings back to the point of Shaq Leonard with the Niners. Fred Warner, he's not even human, bro. He's so great. It's ridiculous. And then you got Dre Greenlaw, who's really great as well. He's a really great linebacker. I think San Francisco got the best linebacker duo in the league, and that's not even up for debate. You will be mad right now if he was their 3rd best linebacker and he was going out there, he was shooting gaps just like Fred Warner. Imagine Fred Warner and Shaq Leonard on the same field together. I'm not even a Niner fan, and that's just, bro, like just the football in me, just like that would be crazy. I like that would be cool to see, but I don't want to see that because I don't want that on my team. Baltimore got another great defense. They're probably going to talk about. If they win the Super Bowl, this is going to be up there with that 2000 Ravens defense. No, they're not as shut down as they were, but they're close to it. Miami, if Miami added Shaq Leonard right now, bro, people will be mad and up in arms. So you got to think about it more than just the Dallas Cowboys. You would think that, hey, he's washed. That's fine. He had a really great season in 2021, which isn't that far. Isn't that far away. You know, that happened only 2 years ago. Yeah, but most of the problems with Shaq Leonard is his health and him playing consistently. I think he'll be fine. I think if you bring him in, you don't gotta sign him to a big contract. And when he first got released, they were saying that he wasn't that people thought he wasn't going to clear waivers, but it come to find out that if you picked him up from the waiver claim, you're going to have to pay him not only $6.11 million for this year, you're going to have to pay him heavy chunks. You have to basically finish out the rest of his contract, which lasts, I think, until like 2027, 2026. So you have to pay like a hefty price if you were to claim him off of waivers. So I think he's going to clear waivers. He will be a free agent by tomorrow. I think the teams I just had named, Baltimore, Dallas, San Francisco, Philly, especially Philly. Philly might throw a little hefty bag or like a 2-3 year deal to try to go get Shaq Leonard. All I'm saying for Dallas is, and why you need to pick him up is, hey, it's a low risk, high reward. You bring him in for a year deal. He helps you win. He helps you get to a championship game, or even helps you play in a game in Vegas. Who's gonna be upset with that? I'm not. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of losing, bro. It's 30 years of losing, and I experienced 21 years of it. I'm tired of losing. Just bring Shaq Leonard in here at best. At best, if you're one of those Cowboy fans that are like, hey, I don't want him stunting the growth of Marquise Bell or Damone Clark, that's fine. Who would you rather have right now as your third linebacker? Rashaan Evans or Shaq Leonard? Right? And also, the linebacker position is another run. It's like the running back for the defense. At the linebacker position, what are you dealing with? You're dealing with a lot of contact. You're dealing with guys like Trent Williams, Chase and Kelsey, 300 plus pound dudes who got 100, 200 pounds on you that can run just as fast on you as you, and they're all up in your face, all up in your grill, and they're pancaking you, putting all the weight on you. So a guy like Marquise Bell, who's 210, he can never get to 230. No matter how much offseason NFL peanut butter he has, he'll never get to 230. Damone Clark is a really great linebacker. He isn't where Shaq Leonard is right now. So you got to think about these things. I would rather have an all-pro, a guy who can be an all-pro caliber player as my third best linebacker than not to sign him. And he is in our way. He's in our way of trying to go get 6. He's in our way as to why he made a play December 10th if he's playing for Philly. Or if we got, or not if, when we have to go see San Francisco again, you don't want him on that team. Hell, when you go to the Super Bowl, you don't want him on that Baltimore defense. You don't want him playing in Miami, playing just an absolute menace. He's just doing crazy things, and he's all of a sudden, because that's what I'm saying. It's the high risk is that he comes back to 2018, 2021, 2019 Shaq Leonard. He comes back. He goes back to that all pro form. You don't want that on Philly. You don't want that on San Francisco. You don't want that in Detroit. You don't want that in Minnesota. It's not like you won't play Minnesota. You don't want that in Seattle. You don't want that in Baltimore. You don't want that in Kansas City. You don't want that in Miami. All potential guys you have to play already in the regular season, but guys you potentially have to see late January, February. So bring in Shaq Leonard. I'm not scared of adding talent to the team. If some Cowboy fans are, then don't be a fan. Just don't relate to any competitive sports. Don't watch any competitive sports, because that's what happens. I want to bring in a guy who's going to be able to compete. I want to bring a guy who can come in and that can help us win football games. I can elevate this linebacker position because we need it. I love Damone Clark. I love Marquise Bell. They've been playing out of their mind. But why not add another all-pro guy, like, if you can, and a guy like Shaq Leonard, man? That's about it for the video. Hopefully you guys have a nice day. Stay safe, stay blessed. Bye.